Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. So it seems like I haven't made too many cooking videos lately. I have some video clips on meals that I made, but I haven't posted them because when I plan on it, then my video takes a different turn. So now I'm left with some meal video clips, and what better type of video to put them in but a meals we ate video. So the whole video is not going to be a voiceover. Don't worry. After I stop yapping away on the voiceover, there'll be regular talking in the original video clips. So keep in mind also that these meals are in no specific order. And I hope you enjoy the video. And I appreciate all of you. Now let's get to the rest of the video. Hey everyone, so it is supper time, and it's Friday night supper time. So I've got the George Foreman heating up. I've got some hamburger patties all ready to go. I'm going to put some mushrooms in there with Glenn's. I've got baked potatoes in the oven. And what else? I think that's it. Hamburger patty, baked potato with mushrooms with the hamburger patty. And Glenn's going to have some of this jalapeno cheese for his baked potato. So I'm just waiting for the light to go in green and I can start frying up some hamburgers. I haven't recorded anything since breakfast. I just kind of been in the kitchen trying to get stuff situated and organized and just cleaning up in here. So I haven't recorded anything all day since breakfast, which you saw to music. Alright, so this should almost be ready. Oh, there's the light. Ooh, smoking. Alright, so we got this huge hamburger patty. Look at that. I'll throw some salt and pepper on there. I'm going to let that cook a little bit and then I'm going to open it up and throw the mushrooms on there. And if Glenn wants some A1 sauce, we've got some A1 sauce here. Alright, so these don't take too long to cook. So you can see how much it shrank. I'm going to go ahead and just throw the mushrooms on there for a mushroom burger without the bread. Alright, so we don't want to overcook these, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off right now. They cook pretty fast, especially when they start off thin. So there's that. I'm going to unplug the George Foreman right now because my baked potatoes are not ready. I'll just leave that for now and get Glenn's plate all fixed up. Alright, there's Glenn's. And this is the jalapeno cheese. And I'm going to be back to cook mine. Alright guys, so I'm going to take that off now. It's still nice and juicy. I'm going to grab my sauce. I'm going to go ahead and unplug that. We'll probably just have pudding for dessert. So there is mine. Just hamburger patty, A1 sauce, and baked potato. I've got butter and cheese on my baked potato. Alright, so here is my toasted bean and cheese taco. It's a pretty good sized flour tortilla. You can see this is a 12-inch griddle and it goes from top to bottom. So I'm going to see if that needs to be flipped now. So I'm going to finish cooking this and have lunch and then we'll see what we do next. Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Wednesday morning, and I've got the griddle out, and I'm going to make some breakfast sandwiches. We're going to use up these rolls that we got for the pizza burgers. They weren't the freshest to begin with, so I'm just going to toast them on here. And we're going to use some of that lunch meat ham, and we're going to have ham, cheese, and egg breakfast sandwiches. The birds are chirping so beautiful outside. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I've already got them cut. The bread is pretty dry. Alright, so I'm going to throw some ham on here as well. Well, I think I'll wait for the rolls to get done, and then I'll throw the ham on, and that way I'll cook the eggs at the same time. All right, everyone, so there's our breakfast for this Wednesday morning. Some egg, ham, and cheese sandwiches. Hey, everyone, so it's supper time on this Thursday night, and I have some stuff in the oven already, so let me tell you what we're doing for supper here. All right, so for Glenn, I originally had meatloaf on the meal plan for this week. It was going to be like a homemade meatloaf, but he said since Tracy sent us 2 meatloafs in the grocery haul, he'll just have that. So he's going to have meatloaf, and there are some mashed potatoes underneath that meatloaf, but I am making some homemade scallop potatoes. So I have that in the oven right now. So he's going to have meatloaf and scallop potatoes. And what I'm going to have, so now, I was going to make my chicken Alfredo this week, but in going through the freezer, taking stuff out to use for meals, I really need to start using some of the already made stuff in there. I know Glenn's probably not going to want any of it, so I'm going to start eating it. So instead of making a whole new meal for myself, I took out a slice of that $1 million spaghetti casserole. So I'm going to have a piece of that, and it's a pretty good sized piece. So I'm going to have that, and the French bread that Tracy also sent us. What I did, this is the sliced up one. I just took half of it, put it in a Ziploc bag, and kept it out for what we're using. And I put the other half in the freezer. That way it doesn't go bad. Alright, so I'm going to make myself some garlic bread with my $1 million spaghetti casserole. And that's what I'm going to eat instead of making a whole new meal. So yeah, I'm going to, if you recall, I talked about either doing, I don't want to say challenge because it's not a challenge. It's just me wanting to eat through some of the stuff through the in the freezer. And or it was going to be how many meals can I eat for $20 challenge. So I'm going to do this first before I do spend $20 on more food. And so we need to clear some of this already made stuff out of the freezer. So that's what I'm going to start with tonight. And I might even make myself a salad. It's not going to be a chicken salad. It's just going to be probably just a regular salad. And that's what we're having tonight. Alright, everyone, so this is the scallop potatoes I made, and it looks pretty good, and it actually smells pretty good too. So I'm going to serve Glenn's plate now, and mine is in the oven. Alright, everyone, so here's my supper, just a warmed up $1 million spaghetti casserole and 3 pieces of garlic bread using that French bread. I didn't get a video or picture of Glenn's plate, but I showed you the scallop potatoes, and that was the main meal, so main part of the meal. Alright, so I'm going to sit and eat, and stay tuned for the next meal. Alright, everyone, so I am cooking supper now on this Sunday night, and as I said in the earlier video, we're having chicken tostadas. So I was going to record me frying up the tostada shells, but I talked about my camera messing up on me in the earlier video with the friend mail. I mentioned that the camera keeps shutting down on me, and when I go to record, it won't record, so I have to restart the phone. Well, when I was going to record the tostada shells frying, it did that, so I didn't get to record that. But these are the tostada shells I fried up. These are those yellow corn tortillas, El Milagro, but the ones we bought for the street tacos. So Glenn wanted to try some of those fried up, and they actually came out pretty good. He said they taste like Fritos, but so that I did 3 or 4 of those. And then these are the white corn, the regular ones I was frying up for like taco shells and stuff. So that's that. And I've got the beans and the chicken warming up right now, but we'll have some shredded cheese. I got another bag back there. Cut up some tomato, lettuce. I put some sour cream in a baggie, and I cut the corner off over here so I can just squeeze it out so it gets put on a little kneader. And then Glenn is actually going to have this Frank's Red Hot Dill Pickle Hot Sauce. This was sent to him by Sharon, I believe. I think it was this past summer. I'm not sure. But she sent that for him, and so he's going to try that. And he actually found a recipe to make his own dill pickle hot sauce, so he's going to try that. I don't know when he's going to do it, but he is. But for tonight, he's having this on that tostadas. Normally, I don't put taco sauce on tostadas, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. So, all right, so that's it. Oh, I do have one avocado. Glenn asked if I was going to make guacamole, so maybe I'll try to make guacamole out of this. It's pretty small. It won't make that much, but I'll go ahead and make some. All right, so I will be back when I start fixing my tostadas. And, yeah, I think I'm going to watch a movie. And tonight I will be trying to pick out a camera, because I'm not going to keep doing this with mine. So yeah, I have an idea of what I'm getting. And if you want, whenever I get it, if you want me to show you what I got for a camera, drop it down in the comments. And I'm going to go with something good, so I'm not having to go through cameras, because I didn't want to have to spend money on a camera, but I have to do it because otherwise you're not going to have any videos to watch. All right, so I will be back in a bit. All right, everyone, so I took Glenn his tostada, so now I'm going to put mine together. So let me get the chicken and the beans, and we'll put mine together. I'm afraid to turn off the camera now because it might not let me turn it back on. I just spilled. All right. So I know I've told this before when making tostadas in the past, but growing up, tostadas were my favorite dish. And every year on my birthday, my mom would make me tostadas. Except when we were growing up, we did not have any meat on it. It was just a layer of beans, then the lettuce, tomato, cheese. I don't even remember sour cream, but I know it was lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Alright, so here's just part of the chicken that I made in the slow cooker. So I think I made 3 chicken breasts, 1 can of El Pato sauce, and that's it. I seasoned the chicken before I put the El Pato sauce in. And there's a lot more too, so I'll probably have to freeze some. Tastes good though. Good flavor. I don't know what movie I'm going to watch, but I'm going to watch a movie. Then I'll spend a good portion trying to figure out my camera. Alright, so now we're going to put some lettuce. So I know I said, like, when I talked about certain foods, you have to have a soda with it. And I talked Mexican food, and I say we're going to have a Pepsi with this. And I did give Glenn a Pepsi, but I'm drinking sweet tea because I already had some sweet tea in my cup. So that's what I'm having. Put some tomato. Take the sour cream. Do that. I'm going to throw some cheese on. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to put my taco sauce on right here. Oops, quite a bit. Came rolling out. Good thing it's mild, huh? All right. Now we're going to top me with some cheese. Cheese, please. Might as well finish that bag. And Glenn said he was just kidding about the guacamole because I know he really doesn't want it most of the time, but I figure I got to use that avocado anyway. So I'm just going to throw the rest on mine. So if you remember that video, I went to Quick Trip and got avocados from the Quick Trip store, the convenience store. Those, I told Glenn, those were the best avocados I've had this year. The first one I ate on bread, and it had a soft mushy spot on it, so I thought it was going to be brown when I cut it up, and it was not. It was pure green. I was so happy. And this one here was the other one. It felt mushy too, and I cut it open. You could see it might start to get brown, but it was all good. So I was quite happy about that. Go figure, the convenience store had the best avocados. Alright, I think I'm set. Alright, so there is my chicken tostada. And as I said, I'm drinking sweet tea with it, and that will also allow me not to get full from the soda and have another tostada. So, alright, so that's going to do it for this meal. And that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.